Hello! Hello! Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Everything should be working this time. So we are back in the season 6, playing Mortal today, which is the new mode. Thank you for confirmation. Which is the new mode that we have, on which rules are as follows. We die from a single hit, we have no H bar. Every enemy will die with a single hit, which will be a huge advantage. There is no bosses, no shops, and no item drops. Just before we start, I need to tell everyone that we just joined the blue team properly, because we unlocked the blue gloves. Silverton Devon is the red guy and we are the blue guys. So awesome. Now we are, everything is perfectly working. Hi Dave. Take a look at the sigils. Well, I took a very close look before I started. There is nothing really that will help us unless something is bugged and we will actually get a hidden holy armor. But even if, they will probably fix that. So we will start with Purgatory, which is way easier. But to be honest, for Moltar, it doesn't really matter at which level you start, because this is the mode that I feel and think we will be seeing a lot of players going very, very high as long as they keep their patience. So this mode is all about scoring the points. And how do we score the points? Well, we do that by dealing a lot of headshots. So obviously, if you keep the distance, nothing with the melee weapons will not be able to hit you. Now the next enemies are the monks, which even at cycle 13, even at cycle 20, if we ever get there, even like in any cycle, they need that 2-second timer before they even shoot at you. So I'd say try to split all the enemies on 2 types. There are the enemies that are ranged and there are enemies that are melee. And what is the difference? Well, you want to engage melee enemies at the middle to long range distance, and you want to engage monks at very close range, so you can kill them, and you will be able to kill them even at cycle 20 if you ever get there, before they do anything. So these guys will be the easiest if you not let them fire. So just make sure to use the slow-mo. Doesn't matter if you use the bow or the crossbow. First off, whenever you enter the area, if it's Purgatory, if it's the pit, make sure you take out the distance, the ranged enemies. So there is nothing that can hit you, and you have plenty of time to kill everything else. Like right now we have Abomination over there and 2 monks, so we are quickly going very close to them, getting rid of the monks. Now we can go somewhere in the distance and we can just finish off Abomination. Let me put my headset volume a little bit higher because I cannot hear the game. Okay. So just going slowly, looking around, trying to find once again the enemies that may aggro us. And once again, getting rid of ranged enemies first. Going very slowly, with no rush. This guy, there is another guy. There are some melee enemies. We are going away. So now we are safe from them, right? And if you're safe from their melee attacks, there is nothing really that they can do to you. And you can simply just try and get some easy points. We are hopefully going to get the fit with the skeleton archers, because the fact that everything dies at the first hit is a huge advantage if you want to score some points and survive. So let's just clear a little bit more. And once again, in places where there's a lot of enemies, you gotta use a lot of slow-mo. Make it feel like you want to just survive as long as possible, and all you gotta do is get rid of the ranged enemies. Jump on the side, like somewhere over here, and try to get a headshot. As far as I see, since we are looking at damage numbers, all Super Bright did was lowered HP of every enemy, so it just won. And that actually makes them killable, even if you shield. With your shield, I said. There you go. I don't recommend killing enemies with your shield though, because this yields you very little points. And the only way to get some points is by doing the headshots. So, once again, let's make sure that we kill the monks before they shoot their arrows. You could even try and go around entire map before you kill melee enemies and just kill all the monks one by one. Take your time, and once you get rid of all of them, come back and get some points. In situations like this, you want to run away. Oh, this is very bright. I like how they changed it. It was so dark, it was not visible on the stream. How do you guys like it now? Can you hear me? Or am I talking to myself? Looks really good, great. Good, okay. I was afraid that my sound is not working. Yes, the new lighting, it's very, very nice. So once again, we are in the situation when we pulled a lot of enemies, and this guy is already having his arrow to shoot. So what's the best way to do? Jump somewhere where you're safe from the melee enemies and wait for the ranged ones to teleport. So they stopped shooting at me, so we can make sure to jump down, kill this guy, and another one, and another one. And Fletcher seems to be a very good training for this, as we will be using a lot of slow-mo just to make sure we fire we fire our arrows, yes, before anything else fires at us. So, ooh. What I'm showing you is one of the ways of playing which will yield you some points, actually a lot of points in the long run, but will not maximize the amount of points you can get early in the cycles. Because if you want to maximize the amount of points you want to get early in the cycles, I would recommend playing full executioner on that mode, but this is not something that I intended to show you. The way I'm showing you right now, anyone will be possible to play. Hello, Lids. This is a very good lightning update. I like it very much. So, still looking for the pit entrance. We should have the pit entrance somewhere, right? Because I have not seen it yet. So once again, there are some abominations and the monks. We want to get rid of the monks first and then deal with abominations. Since it's very easy to get hit by abominations, if you jump directly in front of them, you want to avoid teleporting in their melee range. What I will do is go right here on the middle range when I'm saved from them. Then you have more time to deal with everything that is alive. And once again, bam, 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 give me some points. Bam, bam. Okay, I really want to get to the pit right now. So I hope it's just behind the corner inside of the building. That was a very bad approach. You don't want to allow abominations even to try and hit you. We have the very little lady that we can get. Just make sure you hit her. Don't really care about doing any headshots to her. Just kill her. The easiest way it's possible to you, which would probably be the body shot. Now I want to get rid of all ranged enemies first, before we actually go inside. There should be some more right here. And slow-mo is very... That was a near-death experience right there. So let's see if we can abuse the slow-mo properly. To kill even 4 of them, yes we can, if done properly. Let's kill all of them as well. Let's just get some headshots. Because the biggest tip I have for you guys is right inside the pit, which is right over there. there will be some other tips regarding the fact that we kill everything one shot. As you can see, the ghosts still need to be hit in the middle, which will make them a little bit tricky, but not impossible. Just making sure to get rid of the range mobs and then range mobs first, going into the mid-range. This guy is throwing some axes now in our direction. He's running around. Let's get to the pit and show the biggest advantage that you will have in the pit. Are we safe? So we are playing Mortal and we are on Purgatory in the pit, and as I can see, the lightning got some improvements in the pit as well, which is great. What are the worst enemies that we have in the pit? Everyone will agree that these are the skeleton archers and skeleton warriors, because these two, even on lower cycles, get very unpredictable. What are the other tricky enemies in the pit? These big pigs with wings. Incubi. Incubis. I don't know, how do you say their name in multiple number? Anyway, the goal here is to get rid of the enemies that are the most difficult first. So don't care about the points, just think about getting rid of I know the teleport arrow was... maybe it wasn't. Maybe not like this. It's good. Anyway, we just got rid of the most difficult enemies. We have the orphan somewhere over there. But still, you want to remember to get rid of everything that is tricky at first. So we want to just make sure we survive. We get rid of skeleton archers first. Get rid of these, so they are not doing anything that can harm us. Now we have plenty of time to get rid of the ghosts. And now you have plenty of time to get some headshots. So as you can see, it's all about limiting the possibility of different enemies attacking you. Since it is very tricky in the pit not to get into trouble, sometimes you want to even body shot the monks. And I can hear a lot of enemies coming. I'm going to switch places. And get some additional headshots, which will allow me to get more points. And all of this has nothing to do with your skill. The only difference, if your aim is not as good, would be that you would just need to play a little bit slower. So once again, we want to get rid of that monk. You stop running. We want to get rid of that monk, because that ghost is very tricky. So if we jump right over there and So now she's done. That's a lot of points for us. Just like this. Now it would be great to not get hit again. So we need to keep an eye on that one and only skeleton archer. Just get rid of him. Then these are the enemies that we want to whoops, score some points on. We will ignore these two for now. This one is just kill. And there is another one we want to get rid of. And while you may think, oh, this is so slow and this is so not fun playing it like this, I can guarantee you that someone who will play like this will reach the top 15 very, very early in the game. And as long as he stays by the rules, get rid of the difficult enemies the easiest way, he will survive the longest. And once he survives the longest, he will score the biggest. I was trying. Hello! Amy at Sir? I need to check who that was because the lady responsible for reading your nicknames reads you in a very weird way. Let me just get to the safe spot so I can say a little hello. Hello, Amy Otsu. Hello. So once again, we have some enemies around. If you are feeling like you can master the slow-mo, you can even try and get rid of the enemies like this. One headshot here. Get rid of this guy, one headshot here. Another guy in here to go. Everything will die one hit no matter. Oh, there is another archer. Everything will die no matter you hit a body shot or the headshot. So you score the points on the easy mobs. You make sure to stay a distance. If the enemy is more difficult, you never put yourself in the position where something can hit you. Let's get out of the pit. Just so we can head to another location. Since there is no bosses on that mode, it will make things much more easy. I would even say that this mode will be much easier than the Purist itself. I'm not sure, because maybe one of you knows. What are the requirements to actually get higher in the cycle? Like, do I need to kill a certain amount of enemies before we see the portal? Well, here we can try to, once again, use the fact that monks are very, very slow. We can just teleport from one to another. One by one by one. And not many of you know, maybe some of you do, but you could actually play like this all the time and keep your executioner very, very high. That's pretty much how a lot of people play in the Fletcher. So the portal is right here, open at all times. Which brings me to another strategy that I thought about. But I'm not sure if it's going to be viable because it requires some testing to be done. Because while all of these enemies give you very little points, if you body shot them, because that's 53 gold for the body shot, that gold goes up each cycle we play in the main mode. So if that's also the case for mortal, then it would mean that it could be worth to cycle skip to cycle 30 or 40 and then just kill everything you can with body shots, and that will yield you a lot of points. Because I remember on my cycle 20 run, you get like 300 or 400 gold per enemy with a body shot. It doesn't really matter. Just for the fact that you kill him, you get a lot of points. So this is something that we will be testing. And unless they change things up, you expect people to play at cycles 20 or 30 or 40 or even 50, just because that will yield the biggest profits. Because the higher cycle you go, the less punishment you will get for hitting a body shot. Now, we just entered Paradise Lost. And what are the tips for Paradise Lost? The biggest and the worst level chapter that there is. Well, as previously said, get rid of the tricky enemies as soon as possible. It may not be different. Oops. It may not be different from the main game because Cupids are still one shot in the main game, but try to... I will go to Paradise once back again, just so we can talk about the Cupids. I want to stop this. How do I stop this? Come on, come on, come on. I was about to try like this. Return, yes. Okay, we can go to Paradise Lost straight away. Bam, bam, bam. So, oh, we have the same layout. Good. Anyway, try to get rid of the cupids from very far away. Would be your best bet. There we go. It's still like 50 points. Obviously, it would be much higher if we did a headshot. But it's all about the survival right now. So we want to get rid of the cupids first. And the other thing war to try, and depending how it goes, it could actually be a better option if our idea, well, if my theory, if my theory of being allowed to cycle skip so easily is correct, then I would even advise skipping Paradise Lost all the way. All you want to do is get rid of the little, where is she? The little girl. Once you get her down, you want to jump out all the way to the next map. Because just because there could be a lot of arrows flying around that we may not notice as the ones that killed me, why not to skip this level all the way? Because like there is nothing that is going to be more difficult each cycle except the speed at which the enemies shoot at you. But if you make sure not to allow any enemies to shoot at you, then, well, you're not really being affected by the fact that they shoot much faster. So we will do a comparison right now and go directly to second cycle, and we will do some testing just to see if my theory is correct, and we will take a look at how many points per body shot we get from Abomination at cycle 2, and then we will go back to cycle 1 on Purgatory and we'll check if it's more or if it's the same. Because to be fair, if it's the same, then this mode would be... Oh my goodness, this is so tricky. If it's the same, then this mode will not be any different each cycle, so I don't think it's the case. So let's just go directly to cycle 2 and see what the rewards are if we do that. I thought, to be fair, I thought that they will put some sort of cap, as it was on Runner, that we need to kill at least 90% of the enemies before we proceed. But since it's not here... Okay, the portals are right here. It's good. And it doesn't really matter. So we have 30,229. And we are going to kill Abomination to check with their body shot. 640. 56. 62. 56, 62, 62, 64. The Black Knight is 100. So now let's go and check at cycle 1. It's not a big comparison, because it would be much better if we would like cycle skip to cycle 5 and then compare. Because the difference between first cycle and the second will not be that huge, but before the first and the fifth one could be much bigger. There should be some abominations right here. 51, 53, 52. So just like that, going through one cycle. Yes, Jamie, we just rooftop to cycle 2 just to find out that in cycle 2 we get more points per body shot than in cycle 1. So now this tells me it's worth to cycle skip in this mode. Cycle skip in this mode as high as possible. Maybe just by killing the orphans and nothing else. Cycle skip. And you'll get your points. So I guess this is the first day of me playing this mode and we already broke it. Because the difference is huge. Like from 80 gold on the Black Knight to 100, from 53 gold to 62 on Abomination. This makes it super worth cycle skipping. And unless they change something, add a restriction to it, you will see Silver Town Devil, and me probably as well, cycle skipping all the way to cycle 100 and killing only the orphans. Because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Each cycle, everything, including the orphan, dies one hit. And considering we have the slow-mo available, it's not going to be difficult to avoid getting killed. I didn't say forget my tips about the Paradise Lost and trying to get rid of Cupids first. Just skip it all the way. And I'm pretty sure this will be the best way to score some points. It may not... Where are these guys? It may not be the most fun, because there is no bosses. But if you cycle skip like through... Let's do some math. You guys are good on the math. So who has the calculator? We have 25,000 per orphan. We have... Let's go to Sanctuary to do this. We have 25,000 per orphan. We have 3 levels to play. So that is 75,000. Then in the Abyss and in Purgatory or Desolation, doesn't really matter, there are pits available that will yield you additional 130,000. So that's 200,000 per cycle. Then if you enter the pit, you are required to kill certain amount of mobs before you exit. So if you make sure to use slow-mo and kill everything before it starts shooting at you, so it doesn't really matter if it's super slow or super fast, then you will get, say, additional 50k, meaning 250,000 per cycle. I remember Robert saying something once he played Fletcher that he was getting about 300 per cycle, but he was able to hit multiple headshots per enemy, so I think 250,000 per cycle would be the number. Now, if you are able to finish entire cycle by doing it like this, so killing just the orphans and doing just the pits, getting out of the pit as soon as possible, I think you should be able to finish entire cycle in 20 minutes maximum, maybe 25. So to get, say, 2.5 million points, all you gotta do is go through 10 cycles. And that's like 3.5 hours of playtime. If you manage to stick around long enough to get through 100 cycles, which would be crazy because we still can die in one hit, then it's 25 million. So just a theory, but I think we will see some crazy scores on this one. Because I can see Harry playing like this, abusing the slow-mo. Like, he put so much time on the crossbow main run that he got 130 million. Was it 130 million or 116? I don't even remember now. But it makes me believe that if he wants to get on the first place, he will get there. So, how much time do we have? Because that would be all the tips I do have for Mortal, and that I could think of by just playing it today for the first time. We are 50 minutes in. So I'm not sure if that was helpful, guys. Was that helpful? Me analyzing all of this? Just going through my thoughts? Because this is everything I can think of right now about this mode. If you want to get to the top very easily. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. They said that they improved lighting on Purgatory as well. Jamie, what kind of issues do you have? Because I'm going to rant a little bit. This is a very small update. And there are two things that we've got, and these are the legend points update, which as you can see changed again. And we got sinus infection. Oh, sinus infection. I thought it's something wrong with your Oculus Quest. Anyway, the second thing we got was mortal. And both of these things were not working from the get-go. People reported not having portal to use it. And the legend points. I'm pretty sure that if I log in on that empty profile, I will get the summary once again. I don't know. But okay, there is no summary one more time. Anyway, let's go to the badges. This is the new one. I got it for the Fletcher. Great. The third one, I actually never looked at the badges before. This is the third place I got for the crossbow. Then you have top 10, top 100, top 5, 3 seasons in, and 3 tournaments. So it's good they're here. I also noticed that they have added some additional information right here about the sigils. And apparently the sigils are the meta, which is meta gameplay, meaning like what do you do at the end once you finish everything? Well, that's what you do. You try to challenge yourself with different sigils. Also, I will guys show you something, because we have now different languages. So I can read it to you in Polish. This is polski, polski język. Hey Carol, we're at the end. I'm just laughing a little bit because I turned on the translation of everything to Polish. And I shit you not, it's so funny to read these words in Polish. This is grotnik, purysta. This is śmiertelnik. And this is the description of the sigils. Demoniczne pieczęcie zmieniają zasady głównej gry. Wybierz jedną, jeśli się odważysz. Like, it's so strange to read all of this in Polish, because like if you try to translate things like kill 2 incubi, zabij 2 inkubów. You don't translate these words. So funny. Like, they sound so strange. Also, the levels. Purgatory is actually something totally different, because I thought Purgatory is actually Purgatory. But apparently it's not Purgatory, it's czyściec. And czyściec in English is not Purgatory. I will let you know what czyściec is. I will let you know. This is so, like, it's a wrong translation. I don't even know how it's in English. Oh, it's not! So actually, okay, I'm wrong, because I thought that purgatory is some kind of a cemetery, but apparently it's not. But this Pustkowie, this is a very nice translation. Paradise Lost, yes, Raj utracony. And this is the otchłań. This is otchłań. I wonder if they translated... That would be interested. That would be interesting. Let's go and see if they translated the tables in Paradise Lost. You know, there are some hidden... how it's called? What kind of mode do I have turned on? It's a regular one. Oh no, they are Polish. So I assume they did the best they could. And I'm sure they knew that it sounds strange, because it does sound strange. So let's try and find some... Was there one here? No. Over there? No. Nothing here. Are there any written things in the shop? Do you need a break? Potrzebujesz przerwy? Możesz bezpiecznie skończyć w tym punkcie i kontynuować z niego, gdy znów będziesz gotowy. Oh my goodness! They translated the arrows! This is the hand of God. Ręka Boga. This is Cataclysm 3. This is Blood of Lamb. Krew baranka. This is Ricochetting Cataclysm, which is rykoszetujący kataklizm. And it says underneath, shoot Ricochetting Cataclysm, which is wystrzel rykoszetujący kataklizm. Then we have, what that would be? That would be Cupid's Wrath 3. Yes. Boski wzrok 3. Okay, let's go and try to find those written tables I saw previously. Where do I find them? Boski wzrok. This is Divine Sight 3. Was not in here. I don't think there was one in this location. Oh snap, I dropped my phone. Okay, there was no table that I wanted to check on that map. Let's try again. This is bonus stream, by the way. This is the bonus section. If you were looking for mortal tips, we did it in the first 50 minutes. We actually got very nice and interesting conclusions. We found out this mode is a little bit broken. So, well, it all works fine. It's just a little bit strange. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try and see. There was no tables on that location. Maybe another map. Wait, where am I? Here. Okay. Let's try to find. I think there was what I'm looking for somewhere here. Yes. Yes, Carol. Yes, Carol. This is all we get. It just gets faster. It all actually. Oh, there it is. It's not getting faster all the time because there is a cap on the speed of enemies, and the cap appears to be at cycle 13. Wait. Oh, I thought it's shooting faster. No, it is shooting faster. Is it just me, or Curse of God is flying faster? Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's see if this is... No, it's not translated. Not translated. They missed it! Lord, with your right hand open here. Forgive me for... Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's not in Polish. Oh! Galeria Sław. Legends. Oh, do we know anyone? If you know anyone, let me know. Was these players of season 1? No, 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 no one, no one, no one. No one, no one, no one, no one, no, 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 no. No. So it seems like most of the top players... Oh, 20 minutes of fame. I don't know, what was 20 minutes of fame? Dade's Fire, I think I know her. I saw her YouTube channel lately. I'm looking for Silverton Devil, but it's nowhere here. No, 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 no. Oh, for the right! This is Siege of Heaven. Xbini! Silverton Devil, yay! They're here! Jarek. Jarek was 25th, and he is the top guy of Siege of Heaven right now. We're slowly getting to the names that we know. Very slowly. I can speed it up. Oh, Arby is here. Look, Arby is 88. Silver right here. Elite Jonathan. Yeah, these are the names that we know. Key off. Yes, Big Smith is right here. No, I'm not here. I don't think I'm anywhere here because I started playing at the end of season 3, and then after, okay, that would be it. After after the season ended, we got the legend points and everything, and I had no idea why everything is getting reset. I just played for like a month, and then was all the new content, so I was like, whoa, this is good, this game is awesome. I just joined in, they add so much different content, they add the new levels, so many changes, because you know, the updates that they did at the very beginning were huge compared to this one. So let's get back with the language to English. Even though I'm Polish, I will be playing English because the community speaks English, so this way we are sure that we are talking about the same stuff. So thank you everyone for watching, thank you for staying for after the party, and hope the beginning helped you a little bit to understand what Runner was about, and see you on top of the leaderboards very soon. It was Cam playing In Depth Unchained. Thank you for joining in. Yeah. Bye Dave, bye Carol, bye Jamie, bye Liz, bye Amy and Kristen Michelle. Bye bye. Bye.